everybody, welcome back to Crafted by Norma. Today I'm going to show you how I'm trying to make a charm for a junk journal that I've been commissioned to do, and it's supposed to be representing of a butterfly, which I think's not a bad attempt as my first go. There is a word for the way you do the rope or the twine. Now, it's quite simple, quite easy, if I'm honest. All you're going to need is some masking tape, some twine or some wool, a key ring of any sort, got a selection there, a pair of scissors, a brush or a comb to brush it out at the end. And basically, that's it. I'm just going to bring this in just a little bit closer for you so you can see what it is I'm going to be doing. Right, let's get going. So first of all, you're going to need your key ring. So there's our key ring, and then we're going to need some twine or some rope, or wool, or any cord that you like, as long as you can actually get it brushed out at the end. That's fine. Now you're going to need, if I remember rightly, 21 pieces all the same length. Now to do that, there's a couple of ways you can do it. I just wrap it around my hand and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get it to about there. Get the scissors, chop it down and chop that bit that I don't want. Put that there, and then get the next piece and do exactly the same. So you go round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 and 6 is 20 something or other. Right, and then just get your scissors and trim off the end. And all the pieces will be the same length, near enough. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of the pieces of twine and we're just going to loop it through the key ring. So you just loop it through and pull the twine through the loop, and so you've got a little knot that's like that. And then we're going to get our masking tape and rip a piece off and stick it down to hold down the key ring so it's quite secure. Might need a couple of pieces. My glass mat's just been cleaned, so it might be still a little damp, because if you'd have seen the state of it, it was in a bit of a mess. Okay, and then we're going to want to have the twine also pulled down and held firmly, again using this masking tape isn't sticking as well as I'd hoped. Oh, no, it's not sticking, is it? So let's just see if I've got any other tape that I can tape it down with. Let's see, I've got some of this fragile tape. This might do a bit better. Ooh, there we go. Let's see if this sticks down a bit better. Ooh. Oh yes, that's much better. Okay. Don't know why that masking tape's not working on there. It must be just greasy. Okay. So we've got that nice and secure, but we can still get underneath. Okay. So the next thing, we're going to take a piece of the cord, and we want the loop to be facing on the right hand side, and we're going to just slip it underneath like so. Then we're going to get our next piece of cord, and we're going to have the loop this time on the left hand side, and we're going to slip it through those two pieces there, pull it along, and then the two end bits here we're going to slip underneath that loop there, like so, and we're going to pull. So that makes a little knot, and we're going to push it up to the top, like so. So we'll repeat that again. You've got your loop facing the right way, slip it underneath and pull. Get your next piece of cord, this time with the loop to the left. Get those two pieces and flick them underneath like so, and push the two ends under that loop. Ooh, it's a bit fiddly, like so. And then grab hold of the two loops and pull, so you have a centre knot. And we're going to want to do that on that piece of cord there, which is going to give you that knot. I'm going to do that 10 times. Okay, so you go, get your loop, slide your loop underneath, get your other loop facing the opposite direction, put your two loose threads under that one, and pop these loose threads under that one and pull, like so. And pull it as tight as you can and push up. So you're starting then to build up your knots. Your loop underneath to the right, your loop to the left, get your loose pieces through the loop, pull it, grab your other ones and put it through there like so, and pull. And you want to do that until you have got 10 pieces. Now I'm sure you've got the idea now. So what we're going to do is just lift these up, and here's one I've prepared a little earlier. So you can see that I've got all the knots coming down there. I've still got my little tail, and I've got the strings that's there. Now what I'm going to do with the tail bit is I'm just going to put a knot a couple of times inside there, just to give it a little bit of a anchor, just like so. Brilliant. Just give those a little tug down, like so. So you've now got what looks a bit like a bit spidery. And the next thing to do is then to trim it down to the shape that you want. Now I've gone and done it because I wanted it like a butterfly. It also looks, I think, a bit like an angel, so it'd be quite nice as an angel at Christmas. But if you wanted, you could do it a heart shape. You could do it any shape that you wanted, a diamond shape. So what I've gone and done is I've just drawn loosely on a piece of scrap paper. That's the ring, there's the tail, and that's basically the shape that I want for my butterfly. So all you do is you just lie it on there, you get the scissors, and you just trim down your shape, just roughly, to match your butterfly, like so. And then you do exactly the same on the other side. So you're just starting from there and you're just trimming along, like so. Now you can put these on one side because I will use those probably in another project. Okay, so you've now got just a rough sort of sketch of your butterfly. Now this is the hardest bit, I think, because what you have to do now is you have to make sure, oh, that's a bit long, look, so we just trim that back down. It's not a problem. That one's tending to curl, but that's okay. So what we have to do now is basically get out all the bits that's all intertwined. And as I say, it just depends on what thread you're using. If you're using a wool, it might be easier, or like I'm using these cords. But the key thing really is to make sure that all your knots are pulled very, very tight, so you don't want them to become undone. And you just basically get an old hairbrush. As you can see, this has got all the bits from when I did that one, and you start to brush out, and it takes ages, I will admit. Sometimes it can be worth just untwining them a little bit, just to give you an extra helping hand. It's a bit quicker, or you can use a comb. Fortunately, I haven't got a comb. I just use a brush on my hair, and we just untwine it like so. So you're pulling those out into the single threads and carry on brushing. And this is the hardest thing, because you have to keep brushing like that until eventually it becomes quite frayed, like so. And that basically is it. There is your butterfly, and as I say, it does take a little while to brush out all those threads. That is probably the hardest thing to do, and it does grate on your fingers, and it does make a horrid noise. But basically, it is quite an easy, straightforward process to do. So you've just got your twine that you loop. When you finish looping, you try to undo the threads, and then you brush the threads out. Hope you've enjoyed that. Just something else that you can perhaps do, and then do it to your own design, your own taste. Thank you for watching. Hope you do use it. Please subscribe to my channel and give me the thumbs up, and any comment that you want to make. Someone might actually tell me what that process is, as I've got no idea. Thanks for watching. Bye.